Today I'll continue with the MCQs of the haunted house. Please see my previous video, which is the part 1 of haunted house HW Longfellow. I will show that in the description box also. I'll give the link of that. So here, as I continue with this poem, the haunted house, as I have told you all, that the poem wants the readers to go deep into the existence of the ghosts. That is the existence of ghosts, how they are harmless, they are unlike the common idea which people have, that they are very eerie, they are very fearful. So the poet wants to convey this, that the people who have lived in the houses and have died, they remain in the houses as ghosts who are harmless and who do only they move about in the house and they remain with their beloved people. So this is the poem, and here there are 10 stanzas with um, which are in quatrains. Quatrains means every stanza is of 4 lines, and when a stanza is of 4 lines, it is called a quatrain. So here I continue with the workbooks MCQ. First 5 I had done in the part 1, and this workbook is the Morning Star workbook. Today I'll continue with the second part of the workbook questions. So I start with the 6th question of the MCQ of the workbook. So the question is, what is suggested by the phrase hold in mortmain? So, what is suggested by the phrase hold in mortmain? Mortmain means some permanent ownership of any house or property. So, here the options are, here you see, possession on rent, inherited possession, inalienable possession, temporary ownership. So, from among these options, the option C is correct, that is inalienable possession. That is, it is a permanent, mortmain is a permanent possession. It cannot be alienated. It is inalienable possession. Next MCQ. Which of the following is not true about the haunted houses? That is option A. They are visited by spirits. They are visited by guests. They are deserted. They are, next is, strangers are entertained. So the correct option is, that is, they are deserted. So here what is the question? Which of the following is not true about the haunted house? That is, they are uh, deserted as it is written. That is, they are not deserted. When you go through the poem, you will see. Which of the following is not associated with the spirits of this poem? They glide, they throng, they waft, they wail. So the correct option is they wail. So in the poem, you will see that you get all these words. That is, the ghosts glide, they throng, they are, they waft, and but they do not wail. So in the very first stanza of the poem, you can find that how the word glide is used. So the other words, that is, they glide, they waft, they throng, all these 3 words are there about the ghosts, but they wail is not there about the ghosts. Question number 9. According to the narrator, the world of the spirits is fragile, delicate, sensitive, bright, and beautiful. So, the world of the spirits, that is the world of the ghosts, is what? It is bright and beautiful. Question number 10, that is the next question. What are needed to be kept in balance in our little lives? That is, divine justice, the presence of the spirits of ancestors, opposite attractions and desires, none of the above. So, what is the question? What are needed to be kept in balance in our little lives? That is, there should be opposite attractions and desires to keep our life going. So, in the poem, you will find this. You just go through this stanza and you will understand that how it is mentioned, that these 3 words. That is, our little lives are kept in equipoise. Equipoise means balance by opposite attractions and desires. That is, by opposite attractions means our balance in our lives are between the desire to enjoy life and the more virtuous desire to achieve something in life. So here the option that is C is correct, that is opposite attractions and desires. Which figure of speech is used in the lines given below? And as the moon from some dark gate of cloud throws over the sea a floating bridge of light. This is a simile, this is a personification, this is alliteration, this is none of the above. So the correct option is B, personification. That is, the moon is given a human quality, that is throws. So it is the figure of speech here we can use is used is personification. So what is a personification? When some human attribute is used on a non-human thing. Question number 12. Who among the following can cross the bridge of light? Earthly beings, the spirits, the holy men, none of the above. So it is the spirits. So in the poem, it is very beautifully given that how the moon creates a bridge of light to the earth, and in that bridge of light, the ghosts move or the spirits move. So the correct option is the spirits. Number 13. Which of the following lines contains the same literary device as from graves forgotten stretch their dusty hands? So from graves forgotten stretch their dusty hands. So the ghosts actually put out their from the graves, or the spirits put out from the graves their dusty hands. This line is similar to the line, suppose A. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. That is, see here, the next one is last week in someone's place we saw a dozen eyeballs on the floor. Lustrous tokens of radiant lights for happy daughters and happy wives. In triumphs, people have dropped down dead. So the correct similar option is A. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Now, the sentence in the poem, from graves forgotten stretch their dusty hands, is a, is a hyperbole. And this line, 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance, is also the figure of speech hyperbole. So 10,000 saw I at a glance, actually this is a line from the poem The Daffodils, where the poet says that in one glance, in one sight, he saw 10,000 daffodils at once, which is not possible, of course, but the poets use these poetic devices to make it very natural and very lyrical. So these are the 13 MCQs from the book Morning Star Workbook. So I will continue with other chapters. Please be tuned.